hungry for the road all my life, thirsty for adventure all my youth, chasing all my freedoms down Liberty Avenue. And every time I hear a phrase my mother used to say to me, everything happens for a reason, I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, 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 just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
There's just so much beauty in the natural world around us, and we don't always need to go to epic locations to photograph it. Exploring your local neighbourhood can be just as satisfying. It's easy, relaxing, and a fun way to appreciate all the wonder and beauty in simple things. I think it helps you to really see things that you might otherwise overlook.
Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It is a gorgeous morning this morning, and I can't believe that the year is almost over. And I've been doing some reflecting, as I normally do during this time of year, and I have to say I've had an amazing year of landscape photography, an amazing year with this channel, so thank you for your support. I've had some wonderful opportunities to visit some fantastic locations for my landscape photos, explore new areas, and take on new photography adventures, and it has been a blast. Very hectic year as well. So I thought it'd be nice just to wind down the year, slow things down by keeping things simple today. So I thought I'd hop onto my bike and go for a ride around my local wetlands area and dabble in a bit of nature and wildlife photography this morning. So first up here is at this man-made lake, which is only about a 2-minute or so ride from my home. So let's see what interesting subjects we can spot and who's going to oblige me for a few lovely shots. So I've got this group of pelicans in front of me. I don't know what you call them. Is it a parade of pelicans? It's not a school of pelicans, or it could be, but they're just having a nice rest, and there's a couple that's just resting on the rock. It's a nice group pose, I think.
It was only later that I realised I've seen this little duck before. He probably thinks he's a pelican, and this pod had been nice enough to let him hang with them. Here's a photo that I took during my last visit here. I'm sure that's him just cruising along with the pod during an early morning feed. Here's that same pod getting ready for their synchronised fishing session and giving me a quick group pose.
So I've got a few swans over there feeding in the weeds. So let me see if I can get some nice behavioural active shots, because I do prefer those. If you're wondering, I've got my new 150 to 500mm Tamron lens on me. So this was originally designed for Sony E-mount, and they recently released it for Fuji X-mount. So I've yet to have a chance to fully test its performance and how quick its focus and sharpness is. But I've read amazing reviews about this lens, so I don't think I'll be disappointed. And getting a chance to pair it with this new XH2 with apparently much better autofocus performance, we'll see how it goes.
I really liked how this pelican was being side-lit by the morning light and waited patiently, hoping that he'd turn his head and look my way. He eventually did, and I really like the details in this shot, including the catch light in his eye.
So I've stopped over here because I've spotted some beautiful wildflowers. I think they are the wildflowers of weeds actually, but they're brilliant purplish, bluish colours. And there are quite a number of bees around as well. And we've had a shortage of bees this season. They've been hit with the coronavirus, I think, so that has really affected their numbers, and I haven't seen many in my backyard compared to prior years, to be honest. But what I thought I'd do is, this lens is actually quite good for a bit of close-up photography, so I'm just going to see if I can capture some of these flowers where the bees seem quite interested, and we'll see if we can get some good close-up shots here. So I'm just going to go handheld here, and I'm just going to use this railing as my support for a temporary tripod. I am zoomed in at about 200 mil right now, and I've spotted this flower over here which has the interest of a particular bee, and it's dove right in. So there are a few of them. So shutter speed 1/1000th of a second, f8, and I think what I might have to switch over is to high burst rate. Let's go continuous 15 frames per second, and I'll just try and catch bees in flight as they swarm around or as they come towards this flower here. And I'll just frame that up. There we go.
In hindsight, 1/1000th of a second was just not fast enough to get clear, sharp shots of the bees in flight. But I don't mind the artistic effect of the blurred wings here. If only I could have gotten this little fella to turn my way. While this photo has been cropped in a fair amount, I was quite pleased with the level of details that you can see, given the Tamron isn't a macro lens.
Stop is this lovely open area of this creek that runs through my neighbourhood and the surrounding suburbs, and if you're lucky you can spot some swans and ducks and a range of other bird life here. And I've just pulled over because I've spotted some Australian swamp hen just there, if you can see. Basking in this beautiful morning light, having a bit of a preen. So what I'll do is I'll quickly take out my long lens and I'll try some handheld shots, and then I'll see if I can set up my tripod, so I don't want to miss this shot.
Despite my insect spray, the mosquitoes were fierce and relentless. You can see some had started feasting on my back here. I had about 20 bites on my back alone. But I loved watching these swamp hen chicks and wasn't going anywhere soon. They were going through a sort of ugly stage, molting or losing their baby plumage, but they were beautiful in their own way.
So I've just spotted a pigeon which has come into land just on that small little pile of mud and weed in front of me. It's come in for a bit of a drink, and it was with its friend, but its friend's flown off. So I've taken a few quick snaps. Let me take a few more quick snaps of this pigeon. It is quite alert.
So I was caught off guard by these pigeons which had flown in, and my settings weren't fast enough to catch them in flight. But I managed to take this photo, and I think the blurred wings could work artistically here.
Well, I think that's it for this morning. I hope you enjoyed this video and going for a bit of a ride with me and exploring the local scenery and enjoying some simple local landscape, nature and wildlife photography. The sun has well and truly risen now, and I am getting stung by mozzies left, right and centre. So I think it's time for me to wrap up today's video and the last one for the year. Thanks so much for coming on the ride with me, not only today, but during the course of the year. It has been so much fun, and I look forward to sharing many more photography adventures with you all next year. I hope you've had a great Christmas and have a fantastic, safe and rested new year. Happy holidays, enjoy the festive season, and I'll see you early next year. Take care, have fun, get out there and get that shot. See you later.